Fernando back live. Okay, I'm sorry for the 5 minutes delay, but when you try to do things happen, and you have to learn to overcome these situations. Okay, Fernando Gonzalez Borga from in my personal Facebook group says, "Welcome everybody. We are having an amazing week with all the posts that and interaction that we are having." And now, what I want to share with you is that 1 year ago, I did my last live video. I just have a memory today. I was not aware of that, and I have a memory today that tell me, September 1st, that I do. What was that? That was the satisfaction workshop. That was a live event that I maintained every month last year. And then after that, I started, restructuring. The pandemic was there, so I was restructuring myself, my life, and my business after all that intense situation. So I'm pretty new in doing the life, and I just want to give my best today. The intention of this life, what is the intention, what is the purpose, and what is the goal? That is the three questions that I ask everybody in my, now in my life itself, but that I learned doing the work that I do, or exercising the passion that I have. The passion that I have is to help people, to help others. Today, specifically, I'm helping empowering women to shatter the glass ceiling of their authentic potential and helping them to remove emotional exhaustion, to release all the high level of stress, anxiety, depression, and even burned out. But this is not about that today. Today is this space. We're gonna have it on Fridays to be able to share, to be authentic. As I put in the comment, the idea of this is to be authentic. Is to express ourselves, to get to know each other, maybe to interact with the questions that I asked through during the week. If you're following me, you know that we were talking about what are your biggest weaknesses, what are your passion, what are the supplements that you love to take at night, what is working for you. And I have so much more, so much interaction and feedback that is being very fun. And also, I'm being blessed to attracting amazing people in my life. First of all, I gotta say thank you to Peter Scott the fourth. Peter Scott is the founder of the Fearless Academy. If you wanna, please check it out. If you're a coach, you have to check it out because he's the guy that helped me to organize all my gift, my communication, and my potential. Everything that I learned, it was retweak, organize, and make it more effective. He is teaching me how to communicate into not in a conversation, in a conversation in a meeting, not in my personal coaching. He's helping me to how to put my word out there. So you, in the fraction of seconds or a few minutes that you have free between one thing or another, you can engage and listen to the things that I have to say. And sometimes you might relate or not, but he is the one that has this. He makes out of this art a science and make it applicable to all of us. So if you're a coach, I suggest to check Peter Scott. He's amazing. He's not only a highly spiritual guy, also he's super committed to help coaches to really bring the gift to everybody, to your audience, and to the people that are closer to you. If you learn to express, to be clear in your message, you're gonna be able to, to have a better connection, to have that flow in your communication. You're gonna be able to understand what are the needs of your people, and that applies also to your loved ones. So thank you, Scott. Thank you. It's been amazing the journey together. I hope that I have you in my life forever because I have so much to learn from you. And thank you for helping me to improve my practice and also to enjoy what I do more instead of being worried. Aren't you worried? Nah, nobody's worried, lady. So, and then I have another amazing human being in my life that is John. John is my partner behind the scenes. He's in his 20s. He's amazing. Not only super committed to do, not a perfectionist, but kind of. And he helped me to bridge the gap of my age. I already passed half of a century of wisdom and experiences, and as I always said, having a PhD on making things wrong, learning from them, and then give it back to the younger generation or even to my own generation. So thank you, Peter, and thank you, John, from Buenos Aires, Argentina. See you, John. You don't know that I'm saying this about you, but I'm super grateful to have you in my life. And one of the things that I learned from them is that it's not only being committed. If you're too committed to doing what you think that is right, and you don't have a joy and happiness or flexibility, what we do instead of giving something good to others, we are giving our stress to being the best, and that is not cool, right? Well, I have that tendency. I'm a very passionate person, a very passionate human being. I love. I'm very well intended. I have my best intention, and then I realize why I'm making people suffering. Why they aren't reacting to me? And you know what is that? Because I forget to pay attention to the cues, what is happening in front of me. I understand what is their reality, but I don't understand how to deliver this information, this love that I have. Sometimes is too strong that I blew people away. Sometimes it is too much too soon. So I'm learning to dosify that love that I have and give it in the intensity and in the proper manners. So that is something that I learned. Um, that is what I want to create in this place is a place of that. The name that came to me to these Fridays is the Fridays creating your safe space where the magic can happen. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in avatars? What is your avatar? What is that superhero qualities that lives inside you that you wanna awake, that you wanna embrace? I wanna share you mine, and I would love to, I would love you to share yours in the comments. If you see this later, I would love to hear about what is your avatar. My avatar is Merlin, and that's why I want to be. John told me today. Remember, this has to be fun. It's not about teaching classes. You teach class all day. You do coaching all day. You give, or lectures or presentations. And this is. It doesn't have to be. People they don't need only lessons or presentations or tools. There is a place where they have to enjoy being authentic, being able to to connect, being able to express themselves, not to be perfect, not to be judged, just to share your experience, to share what are your those little crazy ideas that you have in your mind that when we share it, we realize that there's many people like you, like me, that it will say, "Oh my God, yeah, I was thinking about that. I never expressed it." So this is a place that is safe where you can show yourself when you can ask the silly questions that you have. Okay, my going back to my avatar. My avatar is Merlin. Do you remember this is something that you can relate with? The avatar. And this avatar, Merlin, and the slogan of Merlin is the magician of the soul with the magic wand. That magic wand is coming from my spiritual teacher. Let me introduce you. That is my spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Choa Koksui, the founder of Pranic Healing. And he is an amazing guru, human being that left his body in 2007, but he left a legacy of teachings, a legacy of, how do I look? Of wisdom for us at the human level to be able to understand life, to understand energy. When you get to understand energy, when you get to read life through energy, it really expand your awareness and expand your consciousness. And I think that is something that we all want to do. You want to be able to understand the things that yesterday we couldn't understand, we couldn't get, being able to, okay, how can I look at this in a new way that is going to help me to get the best out of me? They're going to help me to neutralize what I don't like about me. I imagine, like everybody, you might have moments in your life that you do something because that is your default, but in that default, you don't get to understand life. So to understand what is going on. Well, like in this moment, I asked my son to that I'm gonna do a live video, and he is preparing food in this moment. Well, he have the whole day. He gotta choose this moment to do it. So I wanna ask Matthias to stop making noise because it's really distracting. So that is the authenticity of this moment. So thank you, Matthias, for stopping doing making noise. My son is visiting, so and he was having a head. He was not feeling good, so it's okay. And this is what I want to create in this space. This I want to maintain these Fridays for the safe space where the magic happens. I want you to bring your magic. I want you to bring your gift. I want you, maybe if you want to discuss something in particular. And if you don't, I can talk all day. Before I today, I used to be very shy. Nobody believes me that, but I used to be very shy. Days that I couldn't face the world. The world was overwhelming to me. Did that happen to you? That there is moment that the world is a little overwhelming to you and you don't know what to do? So I energetically I want to leave it on, but I don't want people to run away saying, "What is this crazy guy doing?" Well, my name is Fernando. I love to help people to tap into their essence and be themselves, discover their avatar, discover their qualities. One of the things that I want to talk about today, I'm going to talk about forgiveness. I'm going to talk about what is that is a secret weapon that help you to destroy all the slavery to our wrong decisions, the slavery that we produce when we are caught up in what happened in the past too much. Did it happen to you that you know that you do something or something wrong you, and you go to sleep and you wake up with that situation and you keep going and going and going with that situation, and that becomes your reality. That becomes, what make you your being present is not being able to be present, because the only thing that you have in your mind is the person that wronged you, is that action that happens to you. And that is something that the faster we remove ourselves from those situations, the faster our whole system start up looking at reality in the right way and not making a reality around what happened yesterday or what happened in the past. Forgiveness in the other side also help us to absorb the wisdom. Every time that we are in a negative emotion or something negative happens to you, an accident or being betrayed. I heard that this week in few places, being betrayed, or feeling that you are in a relationship that the relationship is going to the wrong place, or the other person is doing things to you, or the life is happening, like the universe is against you. Is your hands up with mine? Well, yeah, I think we all some people are wiser, and they can overcome that intuitively, but many of us have to educate ourselves, practice it, and master these situations. So forgiveness is such a magical practice. It's not an intellectual thing. Yes, we need to have certain education or information to our conscious mind and to our unconscious mind. But forgiveness is a practice, something that you don't think about only. You think about and then you go and you do it. And I want to be doing a workshop on all the levels of forgiveness that 30 years of studying spirituality gave me. The different levels that you have in forgiveness affect every our life. in every situation, affect our life in all the directions, because if we don't resolve the negative thing that happens to us, if we don't understand what is called negative emotions, which really, if you're able to do the forgiveness, you understand that they are not negative by itself. They are emotions because that we need to experience. And if we don't experience the emotion, the loss, the anger, the resentment, the sadness, the worries, the fear, we don't experience them, we will not be able to grow. We have to continually remind ourselves that we are spiritual beings having a mundane, a human experience. But the forgiveness is an spiritual key to unlock those blockages to being caught up in resentment, being caught up or in limiting beliefs. Oh, because we made a mistake or we made a mistake several times, we develop limiting beliefs like I am not good enough. I will never be able to do this or to have the right partner or to attract the right the right job or even to lose weight or being fit. Those limiting beliefs are based on protection. And the experience of those emotions and situations are the one that when we get in the other side, when we complete that cycle, when we are able, we are ready to absorb the wisdom that every situation has in your life. The forgiveness is the key to bring that problem into intelligence, that problem into empowerment. And what it happens like magically is when you practice the forgiveness. Not once. The forgiveness have to be done until that situation, person, or event instead of triggering you, instead of making you doubt yourself, is what it want to make you to understand the situation. And when you get to understand the situation, is when you're gonna be free. And when you want to be free from that, and you're gonna be able to rise your awareness, to rise your consciousness, and you're gonna be able to understand that life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. And that goes on all levels, from a disappointment with a parent or with a loved one, with a betrayal or being fired, or even having a disease that is, irreversible. That happened in my family, and it happened in my life. That happened to myself, and the only reason that I'm here is because I haven't even mastered forgiveness. But I started doing forgiveness in my divorce. And the first time the person said, I married a completely in love, beautiful Lisa. And I'm staying with her for 15 years. We have two beautiful sons. And people used to tell me, you have to forgive her. And what was my reaction? No, I don't want to forgive her. She has all these qualities that are not nice. And I say qualities today. Then I said something else. You can imagine the things that people say when they are divorcing. Blah blah blah. Anger, fear, resentment. I will never forgive you, and all that. It doesn't get you grow. It doesn't allow you to be healthy. It doesn't even allow you to have a clear mind. And if you don't have a clear mind, you cannot have peace in your heart. And without that peace, your crown is not activated. Without that peace, your brain cannot have the solutions, authentic solutions, organic solutions that are gonna make your life to move forward into joy, into happiness, into achieving, into doing the things that you love, because you become the result of doing things in a reactive way. And that is something that make us a slave of our decisions. And many times I said, but do you see that person did this to me? How can I let it go? I will always, I will never forget. Well, the first step is not about forgetting. It's not about denying. We need to welcome the problem. And when you welcome the problem and you go deep into that problem and you see it face to face with that problem and you practice forgiveness, is when you wanna start up moving that cloud, that wall that you hit when you are in those states of anger, resentment, or hurt, pain, is when those situations will start to dissolve and new things will start happening. And it takes time because you need to do it over and over and over. And you need to do it how many times depends on the person. Depends for how long have you been holding on to that. So I don't know if you relate with this. I don't know if you see this later. So please send me a comment. Feedback is gold. If you give me feedback, they're gonna be able to, to improve this presentation or this space. And the idea is that the more that you practice that forgiveness, the more that you get freedom, your intelligence expand, your crown chakra expand, and there is more peace into your body. Because if we don't do that, we are giving our power away. And that is something that we don't want to do. Who in the logic mind, in a center mind, allow themselves to make somebody else's to rule your life? Hate. If you hate something or you hate someone, what are you doing? You're giving all your attention to that. And that thing outside of you is ruling your behaviors inside of you. It's taking away your peace. It's taking away your intelligence. It's taking away the moment of gratitude. I am never feel better than when I do forgiveness because it creates a space for gratitude, to being grateful for what is happening in your life. It's like becoming the alchemist of your own energy, the alchemist of your learning. If you do forgiveness with your mistake in business, you're going to be able to have a space to reroute your business to the direction that make you happy and make it profitable. If you are able to do forgiveness with your relationship, you're going to be able also to uh, to improve that relationship if to the level that you're going to have peace between each other. And having peace between each other, it doesn't mean that you're going to stay with that person. If you stay, you're going to have a beautiful life. But maybe realize that you both, the cycle that brought you together is beginning to a new beginning, which implies an end, but it's a new beginning because you're going to have a better relationship with that person. And maybe now you can be free to find what is the person that is there waiting for you to improve their life, empower their life with your quality, with what you learn. So I think that is enough of the why it's important to do forgiveness. What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is something that you do, and the how do you do it? We're gonna see it in maybe in another live or in another Facebook live, or we're gonna what you can do also. You can reach out to me and I can send you the meditation on forgiveness, or be or paying attention to for the workshop of forgiveness that I'm planning to do in September. I don't have the date yet. I need minimum of 9 persons to do forgive me a Zoom call or a Facebook live that we can do forgiveness, practice forgiveness. The first forgiveness that we're gonna do is forgiveness to a person, and the other layers I'm gonna tell you later. All right? Okay, Fernando here with my first Facebook live. I want to share a few news that I have. I opened what is the name? A private group. I opened a private group, Facebook private group, And this private group is to assist executive women to shatter the glass ceiling of your own potential, where we're going to be sharing tools, we're going to be sharing experiences, and we're going to be also deeping up in what are the the common mistakes that the executive woman makes. We're going to be going deeper into what are the 10 core beliefs that an executive woman must do to to empower themselves. And also we're going to be doing a lot of this exercise. I'm going to be sharing the how to get out of anxiety, the anxiety process release that I think everybody's needing. This one of the things that I hear the most, how much anxiety we are having these days with all the changes that we have and all the things that we need to adjust. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being part of this Facebook Live. Thank you. If you watch later, and please send me a text. I will see you again on next Friday. And Fernando here with Per Coaching, uh, assisting executive woman to shatter the glass ceiling of your authentic potential and leadership. And the only thing I want to remind you is that to succeed, you have to take action and you have to be intentional. That is two main factors for every human being to succeed. But executive women, they need more support than anybody else because not only they are moms, sisters, they are also a wife, and they are also are very needed in any market. And if this male-based market is sometimes overwhelming for you, right? So have an amazing weekend, Fernando, and with her coaching. I hope to see you next Friday. Okay, bye.